Howdy, I hope you've had a good day. Silver Trade here again with another video. So we all heard about Ryan Cohen filing that 13D today, basically sending all of his shares from Ryan Cohen Venture over to himself, his personal account. Our first thought when we hear this, and please remember, none of this is financial advice and we are not financial advisors. This video is made for entertainment purposes only. The usual first thought when you hear this is, oh my gosh, he's about to sell, and that's how you know that's not the reason he did it. The second reason he might have done it is to just DRS his shares. Or maybe they're about to merge or have an acquisition with PSA. It makes sense, Nat Turner's already on the board, and the partnership has gone very well for both companies. If these shares were bought to lend out and all are now recalled, the shares available to borrow will suddenly disappear and brokers will have negative shares available to borrow, meaning short sellers must buy and return the shares. If RC Ventures lent out his shares and those shares are now transferred to RC, they have to automatically be recalled, and RC doesn't have to do anything. And the beauty of this is that nobody can accuse him of wrongdoing, as it is normal business for individuals to transfer assets between themselves and companies, trusts, LLCs, you name it. This is going to cause GME to go on to RegSho, as there will be millions of fails to deliver. Ryan Cohen owned 8.2% of all the shares outstanding for GameStop, or 36 million shares. Such a huge recall may have a domino effect. This reminds me of January 29th of 2021 when Michael Burry posted. Michael Burry said that back on May of 2020, he did the same thing and recalled his shares, and it took the banks weeks to find all of his shares. He says he can only imagine how bad it's gotten. It took them weeks to find his shares before GameStop really even became a movement. And this was back in 2020. And if anyone's curious on how to find these filings, just go to SEC Edgar or I'll leave a link down below. Personally, I think Ryan Cohen did this to DRS his shares. And when you think about it, it's kind of crazy that he's waited so many years to finally do this. He could have done this a really long time ago, but for whatever reason waited until now. Either Roaring Kitty and Ryan Cohen are going to come out and say that they DRS their shares and that will send the stock flying, or just one of them has to do it, or maybe GameStop comes out and they say that they're officially merging or acquiring PSA. When I first saw this, I thought, is Ryan Cohen doing this to try and get that share voting power so they're not able to vote him out? Or could it be to vote on something else? This is beautiful to see and beyond exciting. We've thought this whole time that the squeeze might come back around, that maybe we see it again, but they are forcing it at this point. Back in 2020, Ryan Cohen originally bought about 8% of GameStop, and then a couple months or maybe 6 months later, GameStop went from $2 to $400 per share, from Ryan Cohen buying 8% of the stock. Now, he's transferring himself over 8% of the stock, while Roaring Kitty might be DRSing as well. It's not a requel, it's literally a repeat. They're going to force it. The question is, when? And Trump might be getting rid of all income tax. I mean, what an exciting day. And today we also saw a Chicago order come through for about $750,000, or 28,000 GameStop shares. But y'all already know what happens when we see Chicago volume. And I'll keep this super quick. Yesterday, Crown Electronics came out and said they're announcing a 1-to-150 reverse stock split on January 30th. Right now this company is a penny stock, almost a joke, but I think it could be worth checking out. And this came from San Francisco today.
Be clear, the Sheriff's Office does not and will not take part in immigration raids or any federal law enforcement actions directed towards the immigrant community.
Very simple message. If you want a safe city, you must support a sanctuary city. Sanctuary city, the whole point, the whole purpose is to make sure that people feel safe testifying to crimes and reporting crimes. So a safe city is a sanctuary city. And I want to end by saying that immigrants built our nation, immigrants make our country better, and in San Francisco, we support and celebrate our immigrant community. Thank you.
Are we here to stand with immigrants? Yeah. Are we here to stand with our families? Yeah. Are we here to stand with our workers? Yeah. Donald Trump, this is what community...
If this is really what community looks like, why not show us the crowd? To me, it sounded like there were about 12 people there. And when you look online, yeah, San Francisco crime rates hit 20-year lows. But San Francisco's crime rate has not gone down. I have friends who have lived there for 10 years. And they're moving away, it's gotten so darn bad. Property crime comparison per 1,000 residents. The national median is 19. In California, the average is about 23. For San Francisco, it's about 56. Property crime is 3 times higher in San Francisco than America. But yet they still sit here and they lie to you. January 7th of 2025. This drives me crazy. Thank you guys so much if you've made it this far in the video. Long story short, GameStop's future has never looked brighter. Thanks again, and God bless.